Greetings, it's time for another late night edition of my technical analysis. If you like these daily crypto analysis videos, hit the like button and subscribe. Please share these videos with your friends to help the channel grow. I'm Crypto Snake, back again to discuss some Bitcoin analysis. So as I did lay out in the previous videos, Bitcoin actually did peak out on the bottom of this one-day cloud here, and we are still descending. We are actually finding some very light support at 69.40, give or take around that area. We have been testing it multiple times today. A couple things I do want to point out today in this video though, we did get rejected off of the resistance line around 59 or so on the RSI here, and we are still moving in a downwards pattern here. We're basically in no man's land on that before we find any relative support around the 50 level. I did outline in the past two videos, as well as I gave a warning to my VIPs, that I did believe that the price would start returning back to the Kijun-sen here, as on the one day it is still quite heavily separated here. At the moment though, Bitcoin is still looking fairly healthy. The SAR is still moving in a very bullish pattern here, slowly upticking. And we did actually form a bullish TK crossover about 3 days ago on the one day. And you can see that the Tenkan-sen has started to plateau here for some good support, and the Kijun-sen is actually starting to ascend now. This basically leads me to be bullish on Bitcoin long term, which means I do believe the price is going to go up. However, short term I am very bearish. I do believe we will return down to this Kijun-sen. In my opinion, we will very likely tap or wick down to the 67.40 area before bouncing back up and continuing through this one-day cloud here. Obviously, this price target is likely to change as the Kijun-sen ascends, but this is also a heavy support area here. However, if we don't break through this support area at 69.34, I think we will trend through this channel here as well, from 69.34 up to the bottom of the cloud at 71.20. We're going to stay in that channel if we don't break through here within the next day or two. I still do believe that we will break down and return back to the Kijun-sen. It all depends if the Kijun-sen continues ascending here up to the price. One thing I do want to point out here though is that if we go ahead and switch over to the Heikin Ashi, which is basically the chart indicator that measures the money flow into the market here, you can see that we did have some good solid money here. One of these candles is from the Tether pump, but as you can see, the money was flowing into the market here. We've started to reduce that. I wouldn't be surprised if Bitcoin's current movement actually starts posting some red candles here though, as the fear starts to set in, as the price is dropping quite a bit, and as the market psychology takes over, basically leading everyone into a fear and panic state to drop the market here. So switching back to the candles here, as I said, I am still very bearish on it pulling down further from here, in lieu of a market manipulation move by either BitMEX or Tether printing some more money here. So overall, I am still bearish on it returning back to the Kijun-sen here, in lieu of an absolute market manipulation move from Tether or possibly BitMEX. If I do see a market manipulation move coming, like Tether printing money or BitMEX affecting the market, I will give that warning out to my free VIP group on Telegram. And before I get on with the rest of my technical analysis here, if you'd like to join my free Telegram for insights on the market, including Bitcoin, altcoins, and a sneak peek to my personal entries and exits, join t.me/CryptoSnakePit. Links directly to the chat and a link on how to install Telegram, which is a free chat program that I use to communicate with my VIPs, in the description below. Also, in our VIP group, we have been capitalizing on Bitcoin's movements, pulling 25% gains on ZRX, 20% on WON, 7% on GAME, and 10% on ADA. If you want information on how to get into the VIP group to be part of these trades, the information is also in the description below. So back to the technical analysis here, I want to start on the 4-hour chart here. You can see that the 4-hour RSI has continued to make lower peaks here, and it is actually still descending here. We did have a pump up here on the 4-hour. This is basically a bull trap to get people back into the market. The price had broken down too quickly here and was due for a correction, so as you can see, it did separate from this Kijun-sen and then attempted to recover back to the Kijun-sen, swung back over, and then pulled back down to it. So overall, I'm still very bearish on this, especially with the Kijun-sen and Tenkan-sen moving towards each other here. The Chikou span is also descending. Now, if we go down to the earlier hours, you can actually see on the 1 hour here, we did actually have a TK crossover in the 1 hour. The Chikou span is still below price in a bearish territory and within the cloud. Did break up through here. However, the Kijun-sen and Tenkan-sen are still in a bearish pattern here. Moving through to the next hours of 2 hour, you can see we did actually have a TK crossover here, and the price broke down, broke into the cloud. We did have a slight pump candle here to returning to that 4-hour Kijun-sen. And if we go and check on the 3-hour cloud here, you can see that a TK crossover is very likely to form here, with the Kijun-sen intersecting right now into the Tenkan-sen. So I would expect a dump here very shortly, in my personal opinion. Going back to the one-day chart here, just to summarize where I think we are going, I do believe that we are going to strike down to the 67.40 area and pull back to this Kijinsen here. And I will give any market updates to my free Telegram and my VIP group as the market develops here. So let's go ahead and take a look at the health of the market right now. As you can see, a lot of altcoins are bleeding. I did actually give a warning out to my VIPs to close a lot of these positions, as I did see Bitcoin was going to dump. So the altcoin market right now is definitely a fishing bid area. As I am still bullish long-term on Bitcoin, I do think a lot of these altcoins are going to go on discount here, and some of them are down 4 or 5%. Still a good opportunity to scoop some of them up, but I do think they are still going to drop quite a bit more. If we go ahead and take a look at the market cap here, you can see that we only gained about $1 billion in the market, which I also showed on the Heiken Ashi here. You can see that the money flow has started to decrease. It is still adding money to the market, but you can see that it is actually reducing in volume here. As far as Bitcoin dominance, we are still trending between the 54 and 53% area. Just for some perspective here though, Bitcoin dominance is at the highest it's ever been since January. When we peaked up at 66%. However, before that, we were trending around this area. So I wouldn't be surprised if we do break down from this Bitcoin dominance level and do start moving a little bit bullish in the altcoin market long term. So as for the health of the market today, interesting story today, mass adoption for cryptocurrency. India eyes state digital currency to cut 90 million banknote bill. So basically, India prints so much money that it ends up costing them $90 million just to print this currency for them. So they're actually looking to create a digital currency with blockchain to basically replace their paper currency, as India is very, very big on cryptocurrency and using cryptocurrency for digital payment. So this overall is very, very bullish for the space again. So that's my overview for the market today. Before I wrap this video up, I just want to say good luck on your trades this week. Please join me in my free Telegram at t.me/cryptosnakebit, where I give up to the minute updates on Bitcoin and my personal exits and entries for the private VIP group. Also included is our private VIP chat, where you can chat with many of our experienced Savage traders, get personal technical analysis from me, and answer any questions you might have. This is Crypto Snake, signing off.